Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and continue. We are on our guided practice with our fourth grade review. So it says, given these prefixes, which word would mean unfriendly or not wanting to be around others? Okay, so anti means against, con means with, and we know that pre means before, right? So which one of these mean that you're unfriendly or you don't want to be around others? And this is very easy because this was actually one of our vocabulary words. And so we know that antisocial is the word that means unfriendly because social is the root word, and we know that social means that you like being around other people, and then anti means against, right? So when you put those two together, it means like against being around other people or against um being friendly, right? Okay, let's continue. Number 2 is a similar one. It says, given the definitions of these roots, which would mean enjoying being afraid. Okay, so these are Greek and Latin roots that we have not gone over yet. Chron means time, obviously chronological time order, right? Phobia means fear, and then phile means love, right? And so which one of these means that you love or enjoy being afraid, right? So when I can automatically take away C and D because chron is time, right? And so we know that chronophilia means that you love time, right? We can take that away. Chronophobia means that you're afraid of time, right? So we can take that away. So which one means that you enjoy being afraid? And phobophilia is definitely the one because phobia is a fear and then phile is love. So phobophilia is someone who enjoys being afraid, okay? You see how we put those two roots together to create a new word and a new meaning. All right, number 4. Where would you look in a book to see where chapter 6 begins and ends? Okay. Okay, so chapter 6 begins and ends. So we know that we talked about text features, right? And so we know that reference section we didn't even talk about in text features. Glossary is like a definitions. And so that doesn't tell us about chapters. And then the index we really didn't talk about. So we know that table of contents is where we can see where chapters begin and where they end. Okay, good. And then number 5, if you were asked to do a report on the state of Idaho, which would be the best resource? So this one, guys, is a little bit more difficult because we did not talk about this, but we know that a neighbor would not be a good resource because that's an opinion, it's not facts. A dictionary, no, because it only gives us meaning and it wouldn't give us information about the state of Idaho. And we learned before that a thesaurus is synonyms and antonyms, and so an encyclopedia is something that you guys don't really know about, but when I was little, we had to go to the library and look through encyclopedias to learn about things rather than going on the internet. Okay, so an encyclopedia basically just has like information about various topics. Okay. Number 6. What is alike about the classes being taught? So it says what is alike, right? Meaning that what is the same. So the classes that are being taught, of course, are Art 1 and Art 2. And so we have Art 1 for ages 5 through 7, and we have Art 2 for ages 7 through 12. So of course they're on different days, right? They have different age groups, but what's the same about them is that they have the same amount of time, right? It's for 1.5 hours a week, right? For 2 weeks. But they cost different. They have different instructors. So what is the same about the classes? A, they have the same teacher, and we can clearly see that they don't. So that's not the same. B, they teach kids to have fun while learning about the fine arts. C, they both cost the same, and we know that they both do not cost the same because this one is 15, this one is 18, and they both are on the same day. No. When we look in the description, it says, our town will be having fun classes for kids to learn about art, music, and dancing. This is a program for all ages to enjoy fine arts and have fun while they are learning. So this is what they have in common. Okay? Good. And then number 7, which category titles best fit the list of words in Group C? So Group C says computer, telephone, walkie-talkie, radio. All of these things are things that you communicate on. You communicate through the computer, through email. You communicate over the phone. You communicate through a walkie-talkie or even on a radio. Okay? So all of these are communication devices. So guys, this is a time where we stop and you go ahead and do your independent practice and your exit ticket. Remember, all of these are skills that we have gone over or skills that you can just use your inferencing to do well on, okay? So if you have any questions, you know how to find me, and see you tomorrow.